Political impact are we expecting from such a move?
The narrative has changed due to what has happened in this country in the last 3 weeks, and only somebody who is foolhardy or just takes it lightly, that now the political conversation is even happening in different areas which were unknown of, like this X space. So that even these politicians, like today I was in a funeral, they are being denied an opportunity to speak. If it was 3 weeks ago, then it would be our people are being fought. So, but now that narrative is dead on arrival, dead as a dodo, it won't sell. The ramification thereafter is what he does with these particular opportunities that have been presented to him. Remember that the Constitution envisages a situation whereby the cabinet would be not less than 14 and not exceeding 24. But he has been operating on a 21-member committee, which I think is on the higher tier. So even for him to rebuild the confidence which he desperately needs, he needs to look in terms of the numbers, in terms of also managing the wage bill, which is a big question as was raised by this particular uprising. The other question that maybe should be looked into is that what was the role of this cabinet secretary, because I hear that maybe there was sabotage or things like that. But also you must also keep in mind that the role of the cabinet secretary is to advise the president in terms of running the affairs of the government and the country. But also, what has it that the one to be advised advises his advisors, so that then is your advice being taken upon? So it is also very important for the president also to have an introspective view in terms of also listening to advice, in terms of also giving these people latitude to do their work. Because you remember that during the Kibaki regime, which was a fairly successful regime compared to the other other presidencies that we've had, when you talk about Thika Superhighway, hardly do you remember the PS was in charge of roads. Hardly do people talk about the one who was in charge of the Ministry of Roads and Public Works. But the credit goes to the president, who was Mwai Kibaki. So what is good for the goose is good for the gander.